Hey, what's up guys, it's Erin. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a video all about new skincare, well mostly skincare at Sephora. I was just thinking about how I've acquired a lot of new releases in the skincare department, specifically Sephora skincare releases, and the Sephora sale is still going on right now. So I figured I've tried out these products enough to give you guys an impression, my thoughts on the ingredients and how they work on the skin. Obviously, I'm not a skincare expert and it takes a long time to know whether you really like a product and if it shows results. I also want to preface this by saying that all of these products were gifted to me or sent to me in PR. The majority were through an app called Octoly where I leave a Sephora review, and a few of them were just sent by the company. So would I have this many new skincare releases if it weren't for getting PR? No. You don't need every single new skincare release, but it's nice that I can try a lot of them out so you can save your money and purchase things that you think will work for you. Yeah, if you're new here, I'm a nurse. I love all things beauty. And if you like this kind of video, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel for more. And let's just get into the skincare. I have a little afternoon coffee because I'm a night shift nurse and coffee in the afternoon is just necessary. Also, this makeup look, I'm not going to put details down below, but stay tuned because I did do a little, I don't know, I think it's going to be a reel on this look for like a date night makeup. My husband and I are going on a little date night tonight because it's the weekend. I work every third weekend as a nurse, and we always just try to take a little time to ourselves before we have to separate for a few days because then we're on opposite schedules and we don't see each other for a while. So I really did my research for this video. I really wanted to know these products so I can tell you about them and what I know about them and my feelings on them so you can make the best choice on whether you think you would like it as a product or not. So the first thing is this First Aid Beauty. It is the Ultra Repair Firming Collagen Cream with peptides and niacinamide. It has a very long name. It comes in a nice glass packaging, and this one is $42 for 1.7 ounces. So it's a pretty pricey moisturizer, but typical size and price for Sephora. There are definitely more expensive ones out there. First Aid Beauty is one of my favorite skincare brands because everything's fragrance free, it's non-irritating. And I love so many of their products. The first are the facial radiance pads. The facial radiance pads and the cleanser are some of my holy grails. And this is a new release from them. So a little bit about this moisturizer. It obviously doesn't have fragrance. It has glycerin, niacinamide, colloidal oatmeal, squalane, soluble collagen, and it's marketed as peptides, but the peptide that I saw on the ingredients list was one of the last ingredients, so I don't know how much peptide you're really getting in this moisturizer. As far as texture goes, it's a really, you can see that there, it's a really thick moisturizer. Let me just put it on my hand. And it just has a really nice, thick, creamy texture, and it sinks into the skin. I think I have foundation on my hand. It sinks into the skin really, really nicely. This is one that if it's summertime, I have like combo dry skin. This could be probably daytime for me in the winter, and I can use this. It's moisturizing enough that I could use this at night in the summertime. This is part of their Ultra Repair Cream line, which the original Ultra Repair Cream is a little bit more greasy feeling than this, and I actually prefer this for my face. I do like the Ultra Repair Cream, but sometimes I get a little bit of a stinging effect, I don't know why, around my eyes when I use that, and I definitely like this more than that. If you're a fan of the Ultra Repair Cream, I definitely recommend you try this out, and this is definitely a yes for me. And I would definitely consider repurchasing this. My skin feels really nice and supple and moisturized after I use this, and yeah, I just really love it. Next we have a cleansing balm from a very well-loved, well-known brand that's new to Sephora. It's the Paula's Choice Omega Plus Complex Cleansing Balm, and this product is 3.5 ounces for $28. I think, 3.5 ounces is pretty typical for a cleansing balm. It's kind of hard to tell because this is in a tube instead of a typical jar. I actually really prefer the tube packaging for convenience. You probably have to cut it open at the end to get everything out. But I find myself reaching for this over my cleansing balms in a jar because I like stack my jars and I have to unstack to get to the one I'm using. And this one I just grab, squeeze, done. This, I had a hard time finding the ingredients on the product, but it says there's obviously no fragrance in this. I don't think any Paula's Choice products have fragrance, but there's jojoba and metal foam seed oil are the main oils in this. This has a really, let me just show you, this has a really thick texture. This is pretty thick when you try to rub it on dry, but I actually like to rub it on and get my face. I find that it works well getting your face a little bit wet, and it gives you a little bit more of that slippy kind of feel. This doesn't leave a film on the skin. It's not irritating. It doesn't leave me dry. I've probably reached for this more than any of my other cleansing balms since I got it. I couldn't find this at Sephora specifically because it's a new release. I don't know if it's going to come to Sephora, but Paula's Choice just came to Sephora in the past few months. So I thought I'd mention it because hopefully it will be coming to Sephora. And this is definitely a yes from me. And I hopefully look forward to trying more Paula's Choice products in the future. Next is a new sunscreen, and I love to try new sunscreen, so I was very excited about this one. It's the Dr. Dennis Gross All Physical Wrinkle Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 20. All these have super long names. I have to like read them off my paper because I can't remember. This is an all physical SPF, or otherwise known as mineral SPF, which is a physical block instead of chemical blocks from the sun. I am not an expert on sunscreen, but I do prefer mineral because it's better for your skin. You don't get that stinging effect, and it's better for the environment and the coral reef if you are going in the ocean. So this one does say reef safe. This is 16% non-nano zinc. Yeah, 16% non-nano zinc oxide, which means that it is not small enough to penetrate like fish and coral reef and stuff like that. It also contains glycerin, dimethicone. There's no fragrance. One issue with a mineral or physical sunscreen is that it definitely can give you more of that white cast. And I've definitely found that I've tried many different mineral sunscreens in the past. They often leave a white cast, and they often like just leave a little film on any dry texture on my skin. And maybe I didn't even know I had dry skin, and then after I apply a mineral SPF, I can see it's there. I really don't get any of that with this. It is white. It has this little applicator here. It has a very creamy, let me see if I can, it has a very creamy texture that just melts into the skin, and it looks white at first, but it sinks in very quickly, and it leaves a moisturizing feel that doesn't just, like, I love the Kinship sunscreen. I say this is the most similar to that, but with the Kinship, I find that it's moisturizing at first, and then it kind of dries down, and my skin feels kind of tight, which I don't love. This, I don't get any of that. My skin just stays nice and soft and silky. And if I've applied this within the last hour or two before makeup, like, my skin still feels moisturized, and I don't always need a hydrating primer. This has definitely become my #1 sunscreen since using it. I absolutely love this. It is on the pricier side, $42 for 1.7 ounces, but if you get it during the sale, it's obviously cheaper. And to me, if you're investing in all these different skincare products and serums and whatnot, the #1 thing you can spend money on is an SPF, and especially an SPF that you love is worth the money, because if you have something cheap that you hate how it feels on your skin, you're never going to wear it. So if you find one you like, spend the money on it. It's worth it. I will most definitely be repurchasing this with my own money when this is done. If you haven't found a good mineral SPF, this one is amazing. Now I want to talk about a new eye cream, the Josie Moran Argan Pro-Retinol Eye Cream. It comes in this really pretty pink packaging. This is $42, and you get 0.44 ounces. It seems pretty typical for an eye cream. I was hoping that this would be a really like nice occlusive moisturizer for nighttime under my eyes. The main, claim to these ingredients are pink algae extract, and I think it's like an alternative retinol. And then it says argan oil. I have a hard time finding it on the ingredients list. I'm sure it's in there because that's like their main claim. Olive oil is pretty high up on the ingredients list, and shea butter. The thing with this is it is really thick. Like, let me just see if you can see that. Hopefully you can see that. And if you put your finger in there like a normal eye cream, I know I shouldn't do this, but it, like, nothing comes off because it's so thick that you like need, they should give you a spatula with this. Like, I have to dig with my nail and put it under my eyes. It does kind of have that brightening color. It's like a little bit peachy and pearly. So maybe it's meant more for daytime. This also has like a little bit of a citrusy scent, which I don't think you should have any scents in an eye cream. My issue with this is that it is not super moisturizing for nighttime. Like, I feel like it's really thick, but it just kind of sits on the skin. It doesn't really sink in, and it's a little bit too thick for daytime. For daytime, I want something thin and hydrating for under makeup. It's interesting. Maybe I just need to try it out more, but this is definitely not my favorite eye cream. I think there are definitely better out there, especially for $44. So save your money on this one. Now I have a toner to talk about. I recently received the Biossance Squalane and BHA Pore Minimizing Toner. It's a new toner from Biossance. Now, I haven't tried anything prior to this from Biossance. I've heard really good things. I'm currently trying this and their Rose Hip Vitamin C Squalane Oil, which I'm really loving as well, but this is new. It says 4 ounces for $28, so it is a pretty big bottle. It does have a very light kind of herby fragrance. Nothing that irritates my skin though. It's alcohol free. It has willow bark extract, glycerin, cucumber fruit water, and squalane. When I use this, I usually just put a little bit in my hand and kind of pat it onto my skin. And it has like a nice moisturizing feel. Even though it does have BHA, it doesn't sting my skin at all. It's definitely gentle enough to use every day. This really reminds me of the pore clearing toner from Farmacy that they came out with a few months ago. I went through that entire thing, and this definitely reminds me of that. I really like it. It helps my skin feel a little fresher in the morning. I typically just use a toner in the morning and not at night, because I don't like to use a toner with exfoliants at night if I'm going to use other exfoliating products, just to keep it simple for my skin. But overall, I'm really loving this toner. My skin feels clarified when I use this. I obviously need to go through more of the bottle to see if it will give me results. But if you're looking for a good toner and you struggle with pores, I really think this is a good one. It's definitely, I cannot remember the price of the Farmacy one, but it's definitely like right up there with that for me. The next two products are both serums, and they're kind of similar to each other. So we'll kind of compare the two. First, I'm talking about the Farmacy Feeling Good Hyaluronic Acid Plumping Serum. It's got a long name as well. It has a cute little bottle that's similar to their chemical exfoliant. I can't think of what it's called right now. Honeymoon Glow. It has a similar bottle to Honeymoon Glow, which I really enjoy that product. This is 1 ounce for $44. It's got an advanced complex hyaluronic acid, vegan collagen peptide. It does have a little bit of fragrance to it. At the very end of the ingredients is limonene and linalool, which are irritating essential oils. So I don't love that, but it does have like a light honey scent. And you can see here, this has a really beautiful, it's like thick plumping effect to the skin. I definitely feel like my skin feels plump when I use this. I use it in conjunction with like a vitamin C during the day, and I've been really impressed with how this makes my skin feel. It's just so smooth and soothing to the skin. I don't find any irritation, even though it does have a little bit of that fragrance in it. Can definitely smell like the honey and then the other citrus ingredients. But this is a really good serum. If you're looking for hyaluronic acid that is pumping and it's a little more bougie, this is really nice. It's supposed to fill in lines. I don't know if it fills in lines, but other hyaluronic acid serums I've had have really pilled on me, so I haven't been able to wear them during the day. You don't get any of that with this, and this looks beautiful under makeup. If you're looking for something a little fancier, this is definitely it. I definitely really enjoy it. Do you need to spend $44 on a hyaluronic acid serum? No, but I really, really like this. The next serum that also just came out and has very similar claims is the Herbivore Cloud Jelly Plumping Hydration Serum. This is $48 for 1 ounce, so $4 more than the Farmacy. This has aloe, glycerin, rose flower water, and then this also has tremella mushroom, which is their hyaluronic acid alternative, vegetable collagen, and strawberry fruit extract. So this comes with a dropper. Let me just drop it on my hand here. It has a similar, this does not have fragrance. It has a similar kind of thick texture to the Farmacy, but I think when applied to the face, this one feels a little bit more watery, although nice. I think you get a little bit more of that thick plumping effect from the Farmacy. Let me just read the claims next to each other. So the Farmacy says, a skin plumping microfilling serum that hydrates and smooths the look of fine lines. The powerful formula features advanced multi-molecular hyaluronic acid designed to penetrate the skin more effectively along with amino acids and vegan collagen peptides. That's a lot of claims. It's definitely hydrating and plumping. I like this a lot. So the Herbivore says, Dreamy Drops hydrate and plump the skin for more of a youthful bounce. So the texture of this one is a little bit more watery when you're applying it, but then it leaves like a really, really tacky layer after you're done, and you definitely wouldn't be able to just use this. You have to use a moisturizer after. Your skin's going to feel almost sticky. I think if I'm comparing the two, I prefer the Farmacy a little bit more over the Herbivore texture. Will I use them both? Yes. Do I like them both? Yes. That's really it for the skincare. I do have a few honorable mentions here that are kind of skincare. Well, one's kind of skincare, but they're also new at Sephora and they're not makeup. So I just want to mention, first is the Ilia Blue Light Protect and Set Mist. This is a mist that they sent to me. This is supposed to be a like hydrating prep and set skin mist with a blue light filter. I don't really know if I think that missing this on my face a few times is going to protect my face from blue light. There's really not a ton of research out there to support, you know, skincare and blue light, but I'm not against it. This is $38 for 1.7 ounces. It has aloe, seawater, and hydrolyzed algae. This has a lavender scent and a really nice mister. Smells really nice. This does contain a little bit of that linalool at the very end as an ingredient that's an essential oil that can be irritating to the skin. I really like this mist. Do I think it protects your skin from blue light? No, but it has a really, really nice fine mister. My makeup wears really well whenever I wear this mist. I usually just set my skin with this and it sets powder down, and my makeup always looks really, really nice with this. So I just thought I would mention that. I'm really enjoying this mist. And then the last product is not skincare at all. It's hair care. And I did mention this on my Instagram stories, how much I'm loving this, but I just wanted to mention it here as well. It's the new Day Cactus Flower Leave-In Conditioner. This was a new hair care brand at Sephora. And this smells out of this world amazing, like so fruity and fresh for summer. I just spray this in after I wash my hair and it leaves my hair smelling so delicious, and it also has a heat protectant up to 450 degrees. It's $26 for 5 ounces and I've just been loving this. It definitely makes me want to try their shampoo, conditioner. I'm curious about their hair oil. I'm sure that smells amazing as well. But I just wanted to mention, if you're in the market for a leave-in conditioner or hair products, this smells bomb. And that's it for my new skincare releases at Sephora, you know, kind of speed reviews. I thought this could be helpful because the Sephora sale is still going on. So if you want to pick up these products, now's the time. You can get, you know, 10, 15, 20% off depending on your level of status at Sephora. But overall, I think I recommend most of these. I would recommend, I think, all of them except for the Josie Moran eye cream. Otherwise, I'm really enjoying all these products. There's a lot of new skincare coming out on the market. I'm not a skincare expert, but hopefully some of this is helpful to you and what you spend your money on. And if you like this kind of skincare video, let me know. It's a little bit different for me because I usually keep it to makeup primarily, but I really do enjoy skincare as well, and I do dabble in skincare research aside as well. Since I'm a nurse, the skincare science, you know, looking up ingredients and what's researched is really interesting to me as well. So if you have questions, please let me know in the comments. If you're picking up new skincare releases at Sephora, let me know what you're picking up. I'd love to know. Otherwise, I'll see you in my next one. Oh, and like and subscribe. Bye.